Welcome to Ukrainian Connections. This is a show where we share about activities in Thunder Bay, in Northwestern Ontario, and Canada about Ukrainian things, Ukrainian stories. We share things about artifacts, our history, the arts, and culture. Today we have special guests from a local group, and we're going to be interviewing 4 of them. And I'd like to welcome Francis. If you can tell us, Francis, your name and who you are and what your involvement is and the group that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, my name's Francis Delarenzi. Our group is the Zorya Ukrainian Dancers. My involvement in the group, it spans dancing. I've taught almost every age level. I've taught our ensemble class, which is our oldest age group. I've also been on the board for many different positions. Right now I serve as the fundraising coordinator. So yeah, I've been with Zorya for a very long time, and I'm very excited to be here to talk about it.
Great. So I understand you have a big event coming up in the month of May. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. May, usually Mother's Day weekend, almost every time Mother's Day weekend is our annual concert. So what we do is we spend all year practicing, and then we put all of our efforts and skills together for one day. It's going to be May 11th at the Thunder Bay Community Auditorium. Yeah, it's our year-end concert. You know, we get all the kids up and everyone dances, multiple dances. The ensemble's putting on 9 dances this year, which is more than we usually do. So yeah, we've got our year-end concert coming up.
Okay, what time is the show?
The doors open at 7, or sorry, the show starts at 7.
The show starts at 7?
The show starts at 7,
okay,
yes.
Okay. And how do you get tickets for the concert?
So tickets can be purchased at the auditorium box office, which is open 12:30 to 5 every Wednesday. And a little tip I got from our school coordinator is that if you go on a day where they're having any other show, the box office is open 3 hours before then. So if you're not someone who's a big fan of getting stuff online like Ticketmaster, which the tickets are available there as well, you can go find the box office any day the auditorium's having a show.
Okay. So I understand there's some ways that you can, I think there's like service fees and stuff on tickets. Is there a way that you can buy tickets so that you don't have to pay too much?
Yes, that's a great point. If you are buying for a bigger group, like let's say a family, if you know you're going to have a big group of people going, purchasing your tickets all at once reduces the amount of cost, as there's a service fee on each transaction. So if you've got to buy 10 tickets, it's better to buy them all at once and have people pay you back.
Okay. So tickets are on sale now, right?
Tickets are on sale now.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
What's the name of the concert?
The name of the concert is Freedom for Ukraine.
Okay.
Something fitting, we thought, due to the ongoing situation happening right now back in Ukraine.
Okay, great. So what are you most excited about with this concert this year?
There's quite a few things, actually. Obviously, we, for the Freedom for Ukraine theme, we have quite a few dances that are related specifically to that. I think our ensemble class has done a great job of putting the effort and the time into learning our dances, so we can express the pride and the emotions we feel through our craft. Outside of the theme, we also we've got a huge class, or huge school size this year. We've got quite a few more dancers than we usually do, so that'll be exciting for the first time in a while. Have most of our classes be pretty packed up and fill out the stage really nice. Includes our ensemble, which, you know, good year we get like 20, 25. This year we've got about 32 to 33, so it's a really good size class this year, and we've got a nice new Hopak dance that we've learned that we're really excited to show with all those people on stage.
Great. So how many people in total will there be? Do you know how many?
It's about 80 people this year. 80 dancers, I should say, that we're going to have.
Okay. And then there's always lots of people in the background doing things,
right?
right?
Of course. You can never forget the cast, the crew, the volunteers that all help keep things running behind the scenes. I mean, I'm fortunate. I don't know, fortunate, but I'm definitely wary to the facts of all the work that goes on behind the scenes as someone who has served on the board. So, you know, it's not just one person, never is. You know, you need so many different people to help out, and this year's been really good for that. You know, we've had a lot of people come out and help, and you know, people are just. It's a good year for people being willing to want to help our group and the Ukrainian community in general.
That's wonderful. So you sound very passionate about Zorya in general and about Ukrainian dancing, and with your history of already dancing for so many years and teaching and volunteering on the board. That's wonderful. Is there anything that actually I want to know, how many dances will you be in?
Me personally, I've gotten a pretty fortunate year. You know, one thing that's always been the case is you always got more girls than guys. So my tenure, normally I'm in all but one dance, which is usually the girls' dance. So this year I'm taking it a bit easy. I only got four dances for myself. So
that's still a lot.
Still a lot, but it's kind of nice to sit on the side every once in a while, watch other people do the job.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you got to take care of your knees, especially as a male dancer.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add about the upcoming concert or about Zorya and dancing with them?
No, like I said, I've been with Zorya for many years. It's a very welcoming group. We're willing to take anybody, any skill level, and give them the chance to learn our culture together. You know, we put on a good show, and we want to put on a good show, but we don't want to be exclusionary to anyone. So we always want people to sign up if at all possible. And I mean, you know, we could definitely put you in touch with the right people. We are very, very excited for our upcoming concert. We've put a lot of work into it. Remember, you can get tickets at the auditorium when the box office is open, or you can find it on the Ticketmaster website for the concert. And then just a nice little sort of tasting of our abilities. We're going to be dancing at the Folklore Festival as well the week before. So yeah, no, come out, come watch us dance. We'd really like to put on a good show for everybody, and you know, we want to spread the culture and the traditions of Ukraine.
So hopefully you're able to join and come and watch the Zorya Ukrainian Dancers on Saturday, May 11th, 7 p.m. at the Thunder Bay Community Auditorium. Thank you very much, Francis, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll be interviewing a few more of the members of the Zorya Ukrainian Dance Group. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Ukrainian Connections. My name is Cathy Harris, and we're interviewing some members of the Zorya Ukrainian Dance Association. And with me here, I have two members, and I'm wondering if you can introduce yourself and tell me what your role is in Zorya, if you would like to start first.
My name's Alexandra Sedela. I'm a dance teacher as well as a dancer. I teach the junior class, so that's ages like 5 to 7 approximately. And then I do the girls' technique class too. So it has, again, 7 to 14-year-olds. And we just really focus on their technique, you know, and making sure that they have mastered all their steps, as well as learning a dance in there too.
Wonderful, thank you. And yourself?
I'm Olivia Carlos. I'm also a teacher for juniors and girls tech. I assist Alex, and I'm also an ensemble dancer.
Okay, thank you very much. And so I'm wondering if you can tell me a little bit about what you've been preparing the kids for this upcoming concert.
Yeah, of course. So for the girls' technique class, we've really had only about 5 girls for that class. So we've really been focusing on, you know, making sure they really understand everything they're doing. And because we have some older girls as well as some younger girls, we take the older girls and use their skills to help teach the younger ones. So that's kind of what we did in putting the dance together, is basically making it like a teaching for the dance. So the olders are teaching the youngers how to dance is basically what that's about.
Well, that sounds sweet. That's great.
Yeah.
And then, Olivia, if you want to tell us maybe a little bit about the dances that you're doing in ensemble.
So one of the dances that I'm doing in the ensemble, I'm really excited for. It's actually a returning dance. It's our Policia, and it's really a fun dance, lively, and it's very like character driven. And I play a pretty big role in it, so I'm just really excited for the audience to be able to see it.
Are you able to reveal what that role is, or do you want to keep it a secret?
I think it would be better if the audience saw it for themselves.
Okay, this is good enticement. We have to come and we have to come and see you in this, and I know that girl. That's Olivia. Okay, wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what you're really excited about, Alexandra, for this concert.
I think I'm personally really excited, to bring all of our skills together. We work really hard, we put a lot of hours into this. So I'm really excited, to show off all of our skills, especially considering it's my last year dancing with Zorya. So I'm really excited to get onto the stage and dance and show off all the skills that we learned, because they're really cool tricks we know how to do and things like that. So I think it's really worth watching.
That's wonderful. Great. Olivia, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, I'm really excited to just give the kids an opportunity to let them do what they've been wanting to do. They're so excited this year, they're getting back into dance and they're just having so much fun and they're being challenged by their teachers and stuff, and it's just very nice to have them give them an opportunity to show their talents and stuff.
That's wonderful. Good. Good. And with the concert coming up, I understand you're also dancing at Folklore at the beginning of May. And will both of you also be dancing?
Yeah, we will be.
Yeah.
We do dance both days, actually. So you can see us on Saturday. Our school dances around 5 o'clock. And then as well on Sunday around 3:30.
Okay, okay. And then with your performing, let's talk about the concert again. Olivia, how many dances are you in this year?
This year I'm in 4 dances.
Okay. And do you assist with the children during the concert as well?
No, I will be too busy running around backstage trying to get dressed for my dances, but I'm sure they will be able to pull off their costume changes and everything. I have confidence in them.
Yeah, yeah. And I bet there's a lot of people helping them and stuff. And do they help the ensemble people too?
We tend to do it ourselves, but
we help
each other, yes.
That's good, yeah. And how about yourself, Alexandra?
I'm in 5 dances this year. And yeah, I probably won't have a ton of time, to help with kids, but there's that time during our intermission that, you help a little bit with the kids if you're ready to go. But yeah, 5 dances this year.
So Olivia, what does it feel like to perform on stage?
I don't even think I can put it into words. It's very just fun. That's the only way I'd describe it. I kind of black out when I dance, and then I watch it later and I'm like, whoa, I did that. And it feels so good to be able to show what you've learned over the year and all your hard work to an audience and have them applaud you.
That's great. How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing for 11 years in total, but 10 with Zorya.
Okay, wonderful, good. And how about yourself, Alexandra?
I danced for about 13 years. If you take away COVID from that, maybe 11 and a half. But
okay.
It's good.
Good. And how does dancing on stage feel for you?
It's honestly, every time it's a different experience, but it's amazing. It's wonderful. You have the lights, they're really bright, and you just kind of disappear into a whole other world. You work so hard on these dances and you're showing off, and it's something you love to do. So it's like a magical feeling, honestly. It's one of the best things. I love doing it.
And I'm sure watching you dance would be a magical as well. Yes, you're both lovely, lovely young ladies, and I thank you for coming on to Ukrainian Connections to share your stories with us. And we look forward to seeing you on May 11th at the Thunder Bay Community Auditorium.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome back to Ukrainian Connections. Today we're interviewing members of the Zorya Ukrainian Dance Association. And now we're going to interview another person. Can you introduce yourself and tell us your role in Zorya?
My name is Alice Choney, and I'm the dance school coordinator for the Zorya Ukrainian Dancers. Our formal name, Zorya Ukrainian Dance Association, but we've shortened it a couple of times. And my role as a dance school coordinator ends up being sort of here, there, and everywhere, overseeing that everything gets done. We have a number of events that we have through the year. It could be a meet and greet, it could be a family event, a Christmas recital, Malanka, which is wonderful for us to do, or even the concert. So whatever we're doing It often needs a little overseeing, and we got lots of wonderful volunteers that do the work, and I do the overseeing. Make sure that it gets done, and it's wonderful. It's really a great job to do and watch the young people start really taking over.
That's wonderful. Thank you. So you've been involved with Zorya since the beginning.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
you're involved, and you have been a dancer in Zorya.
Still am.
You still are.
Still am.
And what other family connections do you have?
Well, I still dance because we have a group that takes what we call them the adult dancers, even when our ensemble has many, many adults in it, but it separates it from the really experienced ensemble. And so I'm in that group, which is the adult group, and I could tell you more later if you like. But I also have my son, who's a teacher and a dancer, and both grandchildren.
Okay, that's awesome.
So they're also in the group.
Wow, so it's a strong connection, strong commitment, and I think other family members are also involved in the background.
In the background, I've got family members definitely involved, right through every little bits and piece. And without them, it wouldn't be easy to continue, but it's great.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So how did Zorya come about? How long has it been in existence?
Well, we had about 14, 17 dancers, and they decided they had been dancing themselves, and they wanted to create a group that went its own way, and they did that. And these 17 dancers, I give them so much credit. They were on their own, and they did fundraising. They did everything they had to do to buy their own costumes, everything they needed. And in that year, they were on music festival. They did Folklore Festival. And then in the summer, they held a summer camp. And come the following September, we had a school going. And it just has been going strong ever since.
That's wonderful. It's great to have a Ukrainian dance group in a community where we have a lot of Ukrainians going, and an opportunity for them to dance. But you don't have to be Ukrainian to dance, right?
Oh, you got that right. Not only do you not have to be Ukrainian, you don't even have to understand the language. You don't have to read or write or talk. Just understand the music. Music has its own language, and whether it's Ukrainian music or Italian or whatever you want to call it, music has its own language. If you want to dance and like the music, we welcome anybody who is willing to dance. They do not need to know the language. That is for sure.
So when do you start your dance season?
Our dance season starts in September, and we go right through to May. The Mother's Day weekend is the end of our year. So this year, our season is coming to an end, which will be May, the Mother's Day weekend. But we'll start again in September, and right after the long weekend, the kids start school on Tuesday after the long weekend in September. Wednesday and Thursday, we register. The coming Saturday, we're going.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, actually it is.
It's fun to look forward to that, the new beginning and the start of things, yes.
Actually, we've been doing a lot of work already, looking forward. This year is winding to an end, and we've already got teachers saying, I'll teach next year. It was such a good year. They're more than willing. And you talk to two of the teachers, and we've got teachers coming back saying, I'll do it again in September. It was fun.
That's wonderful.
They enjoy it as much as the children do.
That's good. So as you're coming to the end of the season, can you tell me a little bit about the concert?
The concert is called Freedom for Ukraine, Svoboda Ukraini, if somebody was good looking at it in Ukrainian. Looking at the idea of freedom, some of our dances are looking at dancing as a way to find freedom in the middle of chaos, okay? Freedom, and then we'll look at the idea of what's happening a little bit in Ukraine from the point of view of what they're dealing with, but we ourselves here are doing what we can to support. And this concert is going to be, the profits are going as a support for Ukraine. We've done other fundraisers. This is actually another fundraiser also. Any profits will go to Ukraine, and we send it through the Ukrainian Canadian Foundation. So if we are welcoming anybody to come, and if they want to donate, there'll be a capability to donate right there and then. And they'll even get an income tax receipt. If that's what they're looking for, they'll get it because the foundation will provide it for them. Mm-hmm. So our whole, the whole work that we're doing in the concert, the dancers have worked very hard for this concert. They're excited. I'm getting to be excited even thinking about it. They're excited to dance at every age level, and they've been preparing for it. and we're eager to see what we can do to raise money to help Ukraine.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So are you dancing this year?
Yes,
Yes?
I did last year and the year before and the year before.
Uh-huh.
Every year I've danced 2 dances. This year I've said, I think I better do one. There's lots of little things backstage, and I think I'll deal with a few little things in the background. We've got so many lovely people who have volunteered to help. Not even necessarily, we've got parents that are helping, but we've got relatives of the dancers that are helping. So I've decided to do one this year, because they need, somebody has to talk to the fellows at the back of the auditorium saying, now you have to do this, or now you have to do that. So it's still going to be very exciting.
That's great. That's great. So we have a little bit more time to talk a little bit more
That's good.
about Zorya. So I understand Zorya has done some traveling in the past.
Yes, we have. We've done traveling in British Columbia. We went to Victoria and Vancouver. We've been to Folklorama in Winnipeg, Bloor Street Festival in Toronto, which they say is the largest one in North America. I've never counted numbers, but I'll follow their lead. So we've been to Bloor Street, and as it turns out, I think we'll be heading there again this year. We've been to the States, United States, to the Chicago Ukrainian Festival, the Minneapolis, we've been there a couple of times to their Heritage Festival, Texas, Dallas, and to Galveston. And 2019, before COVID, before the war, we were in Ukraine. So we took a busload of 34 people to Ukraine, and it was an experience they'll never, my goodness, they'll never forget.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was just great.
Yeah, that was fortunate that you went there, and hopefully you can travel there again.
Let's hope that what we saw, there's a little bit of it still there. We'll have to wait and see.
That's right, yes. So it's great that you're fundraising for Ukraine, and the theme of the concert is to help people understand, about what's going on, but also about freedom. And that's a really important thing that I think sometimes us as Canadians take advantage of or take it for granted.
You are so right.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful thing to bring it to the forefront, that we can appreciate the freedom that we have here in Canada, and being Ukrainian and in Canada, it's the best of both worlds. Yes.
Wisely said.
Yes. So if you can just tell us again the date and the time of the concert so people can get their tickets.
A Mother's Day weekend, the date is the 11th, but the best way to remember it is Mother's Day weekend on Saturday night. 7 o'clock on Saturday night we start. The doors will be open about 3 hours prior if you don't yet have your tickets. If you still want to get your ticket, you can. You can get the ticket by online. Ticketmaster can be tricky, so I would suggest that, or going right to the auditorium website, and it leads you directly to the Zorya concert, or in person. You can do it in person on any Wednesday, or 3 hours before any of their concerts, any of their productions. So in person kind of sometimes works a little bit better.
Right. Okay.
But getting their tickets, if you want to get a whole bunch of them, doing it in person really is much easier.
And you get a better discount.
You get a better discount. You don't have to pay all the transaction fees. And if you go online, they sometimes limit you to about 10 to 12 tickets. So if you want to get 20, and we're hoping they want to get 20 and 25 tickets, then they're better off doing it in person. And they can still get all the copies they need for all of their families.
Wonderful. That's the Ukrainian way. Get the best bargain.
Get the best bargain while you can. You got that right.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Other than, please come. You'll be excited to see 80 young people, and like I said, 4 years old to me at my age level. They're young, they're enthusiastic, they really want to perform for you, and if anybody was willing to come, they would love every minute of it, and the profits are going to Ukraine, then that would be absolutely great.
Thank you very much. Thank you for you and the other members of Zorya for coming today to tell us about your concert and about your group, and we wish you all the best in your show, and hopefully we'll see all of you there that are watching today's episode, and all the best. Slava Ukraini.
Slava, Heroim Slava.